We've seen this before. A sudden crash, a market correction, a virus, a war, a politician. Doesn't matter what the excuse is. People lose jobs, people lose savings, people lose time and trust. And yet, most people do the exact same thing after every crisis. They go back to the same advice, the same systems, same institutions, and they wonder why the next collapse hurts just as much. That won't happen to you if you understand what I'm about to show you. Here is what most people don't realize. The strategies you're being told are safe, like mutual funds, tax qualified plans, diversified portfolios. They're only safe until they're not. When the market drops 20%, your advisor tells you to be patient. But ask yourself this: does he take a 20% pay cut when your account crashes? Of course not. You're the one holding the bag every single time. And it's not a matter of if, it's when it's going to happen again. But let's be honest, most people aren't investors. They're speculators with an online account and a prayer. That's not a wealth strategy, that's roulette. But what if you had a system that grew every single day, whether the market was up, down, or sideways? What if your savings had nothing to do with the S&P 500 or what the Federal Reserve decides to do next week? What if you could build a financial engine that works no matter what happens next? You can. And it's called control. Your cash value grows daily. Your access to capital improves daily. Your stress level drops. And here's the most important part. You don't have to ask anyone for permission. While everyone is waiting on the next crash, you're moving forward. You're doing it quietly, predictably, and confidently. If that sounds like the kind of future you'd prefer, and you're thinking, okay, this is something that I want to take a closer look at, just click the link in the description. Watch the full walkthrough. It's not a pitch, it's a plan. And I can guarantee after 17 years in my journey, it works. Let me introduce you to a gentleman named Mark, and he started his first policy in 2016. Nothing flashy, and he was skeptical too. But by 2020, when everything hit the fan, everybody remembers what happened in 2020. Mark didn't panic. While his friends watched their portfolios drop, Mark's cash value went up. He borrowed against his policy to cover expenses, to weather the storm, and to even buy some discounted assets. The whole time, his system continued rising in value the entire time. And that's what real peace of mind looks like. Doesn't mean that you don't feel the storm. It just means that the foundation that you have in place holds firmly in place. The truth is, as we all know, I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's when another crash happens. I mean, that's not doom and gloom. That's just history that's going to repeat itself. And the people who will suffer the most are the ones who followed the same broken advice they always have. If you don't change the system you're in, then why would you expect the outcome to ever change? You've been told repeatedly, just ride it out. You've been told repeatedly, diversify. And when the dust settles, you'll be right back to where you started, or even worse. But it definitely doesn't have to be that way. You can and you should build something that's predictable, something that's private, something that's permanent. That's what the infinite banking concept offers. And if you've made it this far, you're ready to see how it fits in your life. 17 years, 5,000 clients across the United States and Canada, thousands of five-star Google reviews. You don't have to look very far at Ascendant Financial to find thousands of real people sharing their experience in working with us and being guided by us in the implementation of the infinite banking concept. And as I've shared previously, let's tap into logic for a moment. One fundamental truth is that your money must reside somewhere, period. And so if you know that there's a place where your money can reside, where you can contribute almost unlimited sums, have ready access to capital on demand on your terms without reducing the asset's value and without triggering a taxable event, you pay no tax on the daily buildup of cash value, no tax on the death benefit proceeds, no tax on the annual dividends, and you get to control how you finance all the things that you need throughout the course of your lifetime. And you are never going to suffer anxiety when the stock market corrects, when the next crash happens, just ask yourself logically, how much of your capital do you not want residing there? The infinite banking concept is ridiculously simple. You read this book, you watch the free walkthrough by clicking the link in the description, you connect with the right person on my team, you establish a basis to work together, and we become your infinite banking guide. And when you work with any authorized infinite banking practitioner on my team, you get the entire team. And if you want to see who that team is, just head on over to ascendantfinancial.com. Again, that's ascendantfinancial.com, and just take a glimpse for yourself at everyone who gets up every single day and are accountable only to our clients. This is why we do what we do. And 17 years into my journey, my family and I don't rely on a conventional bank for anything other than the convenience of debit. What a peaceful, stress-free way of life that is. We have over $100,000 a month that flows back into our family banking system, not someone else's. We have 22 individual lives insured in our family, 78 policies. We pay $1.5 million in premium every year. Our dividends alone are several $100,000 a year. And whenever we need access to capital for anything, it's a simple policy loan request. And when we initiate that policy loan request, the life insurance company asks two questions. One, would you like us to electronically deposit the money into your account? Or would you prefer that we mail you a check? There's no credit checks, no income verification, no reporting to TransUnion and Equifax. These are unstructured private loans. We control the repayment schedule. We control the function of banking as it relates to our needs. And in a previous video, when I was outlining the four characters in the financial play, the depositor, the borrower, the banker, and the bank owner. Right now in your life, you're only two characters in the financial play. You're certainly a depositor and you're certainly a borrower, but you're not the banker. You're not the bank owner. When you become all four characters in the financial play, you can and you are building a financial future that's much bigger than your past. What an incredible stress-free way of life that is. What I'm describing is the infinite banking concept, outlined brilliantly again in the book titled Becoming Your Own Banker, authored by my late mentor, the developer, the pioneer, the engineer of the infinite banking concept. This book will take less than 2 hours to read, but it will open your eyes to a whole new financial world. It's about building a system that doesn't rely on Wall Street. It just relies on you. It's about using a tool, a properly designed, properly structured, dividend-paying whole life insurance contract, or ideally a system of contracts, one that grows every single day, no matter what. In the next video, we're going to go even deeper, because it's not enough to survive the system. You have to escape it. You have to take control of the banking function as it relates to your needs. And the truth is, most people never do. And so I'll show you how to finally stop being a customer and start becoming the banker. It's the final step, and it's the one they really don't want. So click through to the next video now, and let's finish this. You work hard, you save what you can, and you invest, you diversify, you take the advice you're given, and yet you're still not free. That's not a theory, that's your reality. And here's the question that stops most people cold.